and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Complete to the right. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. LSU right back to the line. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
He's looking to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Love the play call by the offense. Love drag routes down this close to the goal line. 1st down, you're just trying to get an easy completion, catch and run, walk in, score. Defense made a nice play. They made the tackle, so now you got to turn the page. You got to find something here on 2nd.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 3rd and goal, where the strong come through. From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And they didn't start first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. He'll try to tack on one more. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone.
Number 32 set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Randall. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Change this route. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Fires complete on the crosser.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on the line to his wide receiver.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Williams. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the 1st down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's going to take off. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt. Turn. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in the...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it at the 15. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell a quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Randall. Across the 45. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Right back to it on the ground. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass? We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. They weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get him to the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than he needed to. But that time, in the second half, they come away with their first sack of the game, and that is going to be a big shot in the arm for this defense.
Hit as he throws. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Clemson.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And that's a big shot, that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at 3rd. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. The short hands, it's Anderson. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man. And some of it, it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, two former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Green. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Grab near the sticks, it's Hill. They'll mark him down at the 2, the excellent execution on that throw and catch. They'll go to the air. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown LSU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Catch in the middle, it's Randall. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one.
21.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Using his legs, it's Randall. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Got it, looking for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Try to get it to the edge. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
is incomplete on third down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion now, setting up fourth.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Oh, he's got some space, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and don't give up big plays.
Back to pass on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Brown. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's inside the 40.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter. Get your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it behind the line. It's Randall. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a third and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Yeah, and the slant routes are just typically one of those that it's a timing route. It's a big body route. A lot of times I throw it to my big guy who's going to catch it and give me positive yards most of the time.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook. So let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They'll throw it from the red zone. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He gets the 2-point conversion, and we have ourselves a 13-point game.
Some running backs just have a nose for the end zone. That guy did a great job there in the 2-point play, running that one in.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you've got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
On the run, it's Davidson. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward.
And I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan